Please excuse my ignorance. I gotta turn off the music before I even do my intro. There we go. Please excuse my ignorance, but in the words of Daniel Hernandez, you're mad. I'm back. Big mad. He's mad. She's mad. Big sad. Yes, this is Please Excuse My Ignorance episode number 6, 7. I don't know. I really don't know. I haven't been able to keep track with what episodes are coming out because we had the whole fiasco of me starting this, like 6 months ago and then just taking an abrupt break from it, even though I went through the whole rebranding fucking process and losing about, a third of my audience. But hey, we're still doing fucking grand, bros. The date is, my voice got a little fucked up. The day is May 18th, 2020. Hope you're all doing great. I'm doing pretty good. We've had a really interesting past 2 weeks since the last episode. There's been a lot of controversy, controversial people, controversial events, other types of shit. But the first thing we gotta talk about, is my boy 6ix9ine. I'm not gonna explain who 6ix9ine is. That's fucking stupid. But my boy 6ix9ine, he's not out, but he's on house arrest, and he released a song that is doing absolutely phenomenal on YouTube. His song Gube is doing amazing. I listened to it and I actually liked it, which is weird because I don't normally like his music. So it was interesting having a song that I think I more liked it because he's such a fucking troll, you know. And I'm not exactly into the whole skeptics of his sentence and all that shit. But basically, I'm gonna end this segment like this, okay? 6ix9ine did something that was frowned upon in gang culture, but he did what any other human would do, and I respect him. And and the song's fucking good. So that's all I gotta say about 6ix9ine. I don't even want to talk about him anymore. But controversial, if we're gonna stay on that topic, I think it was 2 weeks ago, right after the podcast. I saw this actually. I went on Twitter, and you know how much I love hate. I hate Twitter, but you know how much I hate it. And I go on there, I'm like, hey, let's see what's going on. See if my favorite creators tweet anything out, anything cool. First thing I see is the Adele picture. The picture of Adele when she's lost all that weight. And I don't have a problem with Adele or the picture, so I just saw the picture, then I read the caption. And the caption was like, everybody's calling her beautiful now, but they didn't call her beautiful when she was big. Newsflash, not many people find people of a larger size attractive. That's not a fat shaming thing, that's just what the natural human eye tends to perceive. And you could blame it on society if you want, I don't really care, but that's what most of us look at when most of us think of the dream, quote unquote, these are all quotes, quote unquote, quote unquote, quote unquote. When most of us think of the dream girl, we think of someone who is slimmer. Now that doesn't mean that big people aren't beautiful. I'm a big person myself. Now, I'm not beautiful, but I'm speaking for the general population of big people, and I say there are beautiful big people out there. The reason this picture was even controversial was because you had some people praising her for losing weight, saying, good job, glad you're healthy, which is it's the right thing to say. People who are bigger are not as healthy. That's just a common fucking knowledge. And people are getting mad saying, oh, you're not glad that she's healthy, you're just glad that she looks like your magazine covers. And it's like, wait, what? What, are you kidding me? People are mad at her for losing weight because she was a quote unquote fat icon. That's what people are mad about. And then you had some people saying, we don't know if she wants to lose weight like that. What if it's unhealthy? What if it's cancer? It's like, well, it's not, because Adele's been trying to lose weight for years. If you fucking look at her this time last year, she had already lost a lot in that picture with Drake. So she's been on this journey for a while, and people are just congratulating her on getting there. And I'm not understanding. It's not even fat people. Well, no, there are fat people that aren't happy with it. Primarily, strong left-leaning fat people. But there's a lot of skinny people that are speaking for the fat community. I hate calling it the fat community, but speaking for people of a larger size, speaking for Adele, and speaking for whatever the fuck. There's a lot of skinny people doing it. And, skinny people that may struggle to gain weight or that have never been fat. And the thing about being fat is you're fat and your goal is to change it. Now, whether you actually work towards it or not, that's the big fucking question of the 21st, whatever century. It's the question of every fucking century. about whether you're gonna actually work for it. And it's like mind jarring to see these people say how it's bad that she's losing weight. This isn't good for her. It could be so bad. And it's like we live in such a negative. It's like a negative culture, you know. Like, not necessarily negative society, but just a negative culture. If you want to talk about American culture, what is American culture? It's negative. At least modern American culture is. You know, you look at like the political people, you look at the social justice people, and it's always something negative. It's always taking one thing, twisting it into something that is negative, because the negativity serves as a way of gain for a lot of people, for news outlets, for the people on Twitter that get the big clout from tweeting these things. It's cool to be controversial now, rather than saying, "Hey, obviously it's somebody that got healthy. Isn't that good?" It's so fucking stupid, you know. And like currently, I'm on my path of losing weight. I'm running almost every morning. I'm eating healthier, and I feel better because of it. And if I get to a point where I have lost a lot of weight, and somebody says, "Hey, good job," I'm not gonna be pissed at them. The fuck would I be pissed at? I don't get this whole being mad at somebody for telling you good job. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Moving on though, I have had a revelation. Ladies and gentlemen, you can call me David Koresh because I am the Christ for realizing this. But kids are fucking weird, okay? This is more of like maybe I was just weird as a kid, but I spent like a full day last week just thinking about the past, how far I've gone, like because I'm 18 now. I'm a year diabetic. My first year of college is done. It's been a crazy while, and I was thinking of elementary school and all that. And when things were so simple, I used to be in chorus. I was a singing boy. I was a teacher's pet, and most people thought I was gay because I had a high voice. But one thing I remembered specifically was this note. There was this girl I had a crush on. I can't remember her fucking name. This was like third grade. It was either third or fourth grade. I can't remember her name, but no, it was Natasha. I had a crush on this girl named Natasha, and because I've always been a bit socially awkward, at least with people my age, like I'm great with adults. Put me in a room with a bunch of adults, I'll have a grand time. If you put me in a room with a bunch of people my age, I will struggle. This girl Natasha, I liked her, so fourth grade, whatever grade, me decided to just stare at her. I mean, looking back on it now, that's pretty fucking creepy. That's really fucking creepy. And there was, I think it was either that day or the next day where I got a note from her. And I was so excited because she wrote her name on it with the heart, but she always wrote her name with the heart. I didn't know that. But she had her name on it with the heart. It's like, oh yeah, I opened it and it said, "Please stop looking at me so hard." And that right there crushed my little heart. Not really. I didn't have much of a heart. Still don't got one. You know, tough boy shit. But that shit hurt, man. You look back at like girls in general, the way they reject people is always hilarious. Like in hindsight, when you're not the one being rejected, it's always hilarious because it's like that's pretty fucking brutal. But it's not, like she just wrote a note saying, "Please stop staring at me," because she was in fourth grade too. She was a fucking idiot. Fourth graders are idiots. We need to just kill. Oops, I muted myself. I hope that didn't last long. Oh man, it's so weird looking back every time. And like if you just look at the culture aspect of it, that's my word of the day, huh? No, no, I gotta have a better word of the day. We'll get to that later. We'll figure out my word of the day as I talk, I guess. But like looking at just phone culture, and like the way that works, and like I was one of the lucky people that I had technology when I was in fourth grade. Some people are like, "You don't need it." Like, no, I didn't need it, but I used it, and it was beneficial to me. It was fun. Like, I had a phone. It was the little sidekick shit. Like you kick it out, you get a whole fucking keyboard right there. Oh, I loved it. Oh my god, I loved it. And then it broke. Then I had to get one that slid up, and it was a smaller keyboard. That sucked. But I was just thinking about how we used to text back then. I didn't text many people. I texted my mom and my dad, and that was it. And that's because they were divorced, so I had to text one of them whenever I wasn't there. Yeah, the fun stuff. But when you texted older things, and this is more, I more saw this on like YouTube and the internet rather than through text. But like the old acronyms, like element, well, LMAO isn't old, but like Raffle, rolling the floor, rolling on floor laughing. Isn't that the ROFL? I still don't know what it stands for completely, but I used to always get confused as fuck because who laughs so hard that you roll on the floor? You know, that's pretty fucking extreme. Maybe because I'm a little boring ass kid that doesn't do shit in my life but sit in my bed, jack off, and watch YouTube videos. But hey, fucking rolling on the floor does not sound appealing to me. I don't think it sounds appealing to many people. You know, when I laugh hard, I go into that silent fat person wheeze that. You know that thing where you're kind of struggling to breathe, and you don't tell them that you have asthma because then they get concerned. They just think you're out of breath because you're big. But you know, it's things were weird. We used to say weird shit. LOL used to be acceptable, and now it's like a taboo thing. I'm using it though. I'm using it more often, and I think some people don't like it because when I use it, it's not. It's not. I don't use LOL to hurt people. LOL tends to be something that I just use saying like haha rather than typing out haha because the emojis, the fucking emoji choice on iPhones is shit. Every laughing emoji is like it's like that you heard the funniest joke ever, and I never want to use those. Like the laughing with the two tears. I hate that shit. I hate it. It pisses me off because it's like it's not that fucking funny. So I just say LOL. LOL makes you go huh. No, that's all I'm trying to get across. But you know, you have to use these fucking I almost said expletive, but that's not the word. These expressionist emojis where it's like and you're like the one screaming and shit. Like nothing is that funny. But people use them a lot. And I used to be the emoji person. Like I used to use emojis in every sentence. And I still kind of do. I used the skull. I'm dead. Which I still don't get why that became a part of my vocabulary, but it is now. But like, you know, I'm dead. I'm gonna suck you. What? What am I sucking? It's not Tuesday. I only suck on Tuesdays. I crack myself up. Especially since I'm just, you know, quarantined, home alone. A lot of the times, like basically, I'm home alone from the start of the fucking morning. You know, you wake up, boom, start the day, do something productive, like make a YouTube video, which is not productive at all. But hey, you can call it productive. That's all that matters. You got to start calling your own things productive. It's like, hey, I jacked off twice today. That's 2 times less than yesterday, and that's 6 times less than the day before. So that's pretty fucking good. You always want to give yourself something to achieve, and I do that with like YouTube and this shitty podcast that you're listening to right now. On a note, take a quick break. I want to go ahead and say thank you for like tuning in and listening like deep into the podcast, because a lot of people get through like 5 minutes and they turn it off. You don't know, like I can actually see that through my analytics. Yeah, but thank you for actually like making it to the 13-minute mark. That's not a special mark. It's just thank you for making it somewhat into the podcast. It means a lot, and I would really appreciate if you could share this if you enjoy it. Like don't share it just because I'm saying share it, but if you actually enjoy it, then share it. You know, get some more viewers over here. You know, let's just spread the word a bit. We trying to build something. I do have plans for building up this podcast even more. Like this is still just bare bones, doing what I can right now. A lot of people have asked me about guests and all the other stuff, and I'm really interested in doing it. It's just a matter of finding somebody that one is legible to have a conversation with, can carry a podcast, and knows how to bounce off of somebody in a recording session. Because you don't realize this before you like get into any kind of recording, but you have to have the keen sense to bounce off of people. It's a call and response type of relationship that I have with whoever I'm streaming with. So that's why I always get nervous. I'm like, I don't want to bring somebody in the pocket. And what they say the wrong thing? What if they call somebody a fucking cunt? But then I realize I call people a cunt, so it's okay. But that's just my quick little side note. I'm going to break off now. North Korea. Another thing of controversy. In the past 2 weeks, we had Kim Jong-un might be dead. But, ladies and gentlemen, do not fear. Because there is a woman. There's a woman who... there's a woman who's taking over. Who's taking the world by storm. Kim Yo Jong, the sister of Kim Jong Un, and the sexiest bitch I've ever seen. She is 32 and she is ready. She's primed for the diddling. The next North Korean dictator is this beautiful woman who, now look at pictures, is not that beautiful, but still, hey, I'd have a great conversation with her because we're feminists here on Please Excuse My Ignorance. And we do not like to objectify women. Just kidding. I fuck her. Am I? I just lost 10 viewers right there, which is all my viewers, I think. Well, that means I'm in the negative shit. Anyways, this whole Korea thing is fucking insane. You know, the fact that we still don't know if Kim Jong is dead. Like, so many people said he's had surgery, but he went quiet. He went completely quiet. And it's like he had the surprise for America. Remember, he gave his surprise on Christmas, and then he rode off on his horse in the snow. Still one of the best things I've ever seen in my life. And coronavirus shows up, and he dies. So there's a lot of weird shit happening. I don't know what's going on with the Kim dynasty. I just know that shit's interesting now, okay? Like, politics got boring in America, but shit's interesting over there, and I'm paying attention. I'm watching closely what's going on with Kim Yo Jong. Oh, he got a lot of siblings. Holy shit! I clicked on his name on Google, and you got Kim Jong Un, Kim Sol Song, Kim Jong Chul, Kim Jong Nam, and Kim Yo Jong. That's pretty fucking cool. Oh man, guys, I almost died today. Forgot to tell you that. Like I said earlier, I run every day. I probably sound like one of those assholes. It's like, oh, I work out a little bit, but no, I did run like half a mile. It's not much. It hurt the fuck out of me, but I did something. That's that's all that matters. But I did that, and when I work out, I like to listen to rock. Like there's nothing else I can. I used to do rap, but rap doesn't do it for me anymore. But I fucking throw on some Limp Bizkit. It's my way or the highway, But I was listening out. Listen, shut the fuck up, you fucking idiots. I was listening to some rock music, and I was kind of jamming a little too hard. Had my Apple headphones all the way up, and I get off the treadmill. I do weight exercises. Still got the headphones in. Then I finally finish, take the headphones out, and I have a ringing in my ears. And it's not like a normal just. It's like a. And I thought I had gone deaf. It was the worst fucking experience of my life. My ears are still a little sore. So, that's why I haven't yelled much in this episode. Lucky you, right? And, I haven't been listening to anything loud. The only things I've listened to since then were my friend on the phone. And then I listened to some classical music to help calm my ears and, flush out that sound. It's gone for the most part now, but holy shit, that's painful. I understand what those old people tried to tell me when I was in 7th grade. You can't walk around with your headphones all the way up. You're going to go fucking deaf. They weren't lying. Because I almost went deaf, but it was worth it, man. It was so worth it. Because I think the thing that makes working out easier is when you can't hear the working out. That's not going to make sense to anybody. But I just mean, when I'm on the treadmill, I don't want to hear the treadmill because then I'm thinking of the fact that it is a treadmill. And I'm like, fucking treadmills, man. What am I, a fat person that has a treadmill in their living room? No, it's in a different room. I almost had you. It's not in my living room. That's a trick question. It probably will be when I have my own house, though. That's when things are going to go downhill. But, I didn't want to be that person. So I turn my headphones up and I'm just walking. I'm just running. I'm just feeling it, I got some good music on my playlist. It works itself out, But speaking of that, me saying the running thing, you have to be careful who you say you're a runner to, because this happened to me. Was it last year? I think this happened to me last year. I was working out during the summer because when I just been diagnosed, and I was like, oh, I don't want to get fat, but I was really losing way too much weight at that time, anyways. But don't tell anybody. But I was running then, and I told my friend, I'm like, hey, I've been running a couple times a week. I'm like, oh, really? Like, how much? Like 5 miles? I'm like, wait a minute, what? I'm like, come on, bro. You wanna go do a 10K with me? I never been invited to a 10K in my life, and I was I was disturbed when they invited me to a 10K because who the fuck do you think I am? 10K, how many miles is that? Hold up, hold up. How many miles is a 10? What's 10K? There we go. 6.2 miles. You know how fucking far that is for a big motherfucker like me? It's a struggle to go half a mile. And hey, it's my struggle. I'm proud of it. But motherfuckers be tripping. Don't tell anybody that you run. Just say that you have tried it. And that's advice of the day. Advice of the day, say that you have tried running. And then there you go. Fucking simple. What else I've been doing during, this great quarantine era? I've been doing the Netflix party shit, where you get with your friends on a call and you download the extension, you watch Netflix together and fun stuff. And I think I've talked about this before on either here or at least my channel. Where, I love bad movies. If it's really bad, I love it. And one of the things I've been doing with my friends is we've been watching all of Noah Centinneo's movies on Netflix. If you don't know who Noah Centineo is, he's that caveman-looking motherfucker that happens to be the boy crush of the fucking century. I don't understand. I really don't get it. But the girls these days, the teenagers, they like him. They really like this guy. And then I look at him, I'm like, holy fucking shit, how? He's got a giant ass neck. I thought necks, what? That's besides the point. Noah Centineo is not only just weird looking. He can't fucking act. Okay. Now, I haven't been in a, what do you call it? I haven't been in, what am I looking for? A movie. Jesus Christ. But I know what bad acting is. I've seen bad acting plenty of times. This is bad acting. This guy sucks. And I feel like the reason I have so much disdain for him is because of that show, The Fosters. About the foster kids that fuck each other. Basically on that show, before he came on the show, he replaced this guy, the one that played Max in Wizards of Waverly Place. He just replaced. They didn't explain it. They didn't announce it. It just happened. Or they might have announced it. I don't know. But it just happened, and I was pissed. I was utterly pissed because, one, Jake T. Austin, I think that's his name, from Wizards of Waverly Place is just he's just so great. And Noah Centineo. Noah fucking Centineo is shit. Okay? You don't know how I know he's shit? Sierra Burgess is a loser. That's how I know. The Perfect Date. That's how I know this guy's shit. He's bad. He's just bad, and I can't stand him. I can't stand a lot of what's happening on TV nowadays, on the small screen, the big screen. I can't fucking stand it. I was watching TV for the first time in years, right? I don't normally watch TV. And I don't even know if I talked about this last episode, but the fucking Jake from State Farm is a black motherfucker now. Now, okay, before you get nervous, I am a black person. So if there's anybody that has never met me and doesn't know anything about this channel, I am a black person. I'm 18 years old and I stand at 6'1". But no, I'm 6 foot. I'm not 6'1". But okay, I'm all for representation. I love it. Hey, look, it's another black guy on the screen. Look at that. But when they take something that is a fucking gem, like the original Jake from State Farm, and replace him with Jaquan from State Farm, I get a little pissed, okay? The guy doesn't feel the same. It ruins the commercial's old as hell anyways. So it's weird when they cut to this modern-ass shot that you can tell is shot on a newer camera. And it's like, fucking hell, when is this gonna... We can't change things just to appease to the masses. And it's not even the masses. It's specific groups of people that we keep changing things for in media and all that shit. And it pisses me off. It really pisses me off. It sends me. Every time I see that commercial, I have to walk away or I have to just stare at him, hoping that he sees me. That he sees me and he knows how much I disapprove. That maybe he steps down from the role. Who knows? Who fucking knows? Am I right? I'll tell you something. We need we used to have these stray cats that come around here. I haven't seen them in a while. I think that their owners brought them back inside. But it was these two. I think they were brothers, And after it, it's like I've been trying to convince my mom to get a cat because I already like cats now. That's my new thing. I like cats, and I was trying to explain to her the good things about it, but I didn't say this to her. The thing I said in my head was useful pussy. Useful pussy, because a cat is useful when you have like an outside area. We live next to a pond, so we have a garden that has a lot of snakes and mice and shit. So if you were to have a pussy, a useful pussy could take care of snakes. Very, very simple. It's a very fucking simple, like, what do you call it, solution. I'm really on the cat boat now, the pussy boat, the pussy ship, pussy harbor. Can I say pussy in 2020, or is that offensive as well? I genuinely don't know. I feel like every time something new happens in the media, I get concerned because I'm like, I don't know if that's kosher anymore. Like, a lot of things just aren't kosher. I'm not going to get into what isn't, because then I'll say a word I cannot say on air. But there's a lot of words out there. You probably know what I'm talking about. You probably know. I'm licking my lips in approval. You probably know. Oh my god. So, remember I said controversy earlier? I just got this topic on my list, and you guys know that guy Shane Dawson? This, man, okay. So, I like to torture myself, so I go on Twitter. I said this earlier about going on Twitter, but I went on Twitter. This is a different occasion. This is like 2 days ago. I go on Twitter and I see the top hashtag is cancel Shane Dawson. And I'm like, okay, what did he do this time? Did he fuck a dog this time? No, he didn't, but they brought up videos of him doing blackface and saying the N word and shit. Um, I don't necessarily even know what to think, you know? Because personally, I don't care. Like, if we're talking about on the very, like, most objective level, I don't care. Because, one, in 2012, that's what happened. That's what happened. It was, I mean, look at the Bart Baker, like, music parody videos. It's not made out of intent to offend or target a group of people. It's just something that is done for comedy. Now, the comedy is not necessarily tasteful and it's not good, but it's still comedy, you know? Like, people, the whole thing with blackface and calling it blackface. Blackface is a term that just, it has so much packed into it that's kind of scary to release that bomb. Now, Shane Dawson has already been confirmed. Like, this guy, he's kind of an asshole. I don't support the guy. I don't really care. I don't care about him at all. But it's like, hey, whatever he did with this cat, I still don't know. I think he put his face in his cat's, or no, he put his face in something. Whatever he did with him, it happened, okay? And that's it. We just gotta be like, then it's over, let's move on. But instead, people keep bringing it back and keep, because YouTube's monetizing him. It's fucking Susan. Susan is monetizing Shane. Susan is friends with Shane, but Susan does not care about, the smaller creators that don't do anything wrong. Like me, because I don't say bad words. I don't call anybody a cunt, except for Susan, because she's a fucking cunt. But there's just so much fucking controversy. It's juicy, but I fucking hate it. It's like a steak that's rare. It's super juicy, but I can't fucking stand it. It pisses me off. I don't even want to. I don't even want to talk about this motherfucker anymore. Twitter, man, it's the trashiest site ever. And today, I got on Twitter again because that's what I do, and I saw a thing that said, "You guys complain about Twitter nowadays, but you don't remember Tumblr in like 2015," and then showed a screenshot of these people disagreeing with a girl on Tumblr. And I saw it and I thought, oh, you think that's bad? You really think somebody mistaking someone's gender is bad? Well, my friend, you have not seen the entirety of leftist Twitter, because leftist Twitter hurts. Like, it genuinely hurts to be on. It hurts to watch. There's so many things that are posted without fact checking that get spread across the damn country. Like, if you look at a lot of these police incidents, these police on minority incidents, a lot of them get spread and spread and spread and spread. And then you look at the details of it and it's like, oh, he pointed a gun at him. Or, oh, he tried to fight him. And it's like, I fucking hate it. Twitter's just, it's a melting pool for shit, you know? It's like, what's that thing, a septic tank? That's what Twitter is. It's a septic tank. It's a bunch of tightly packed shit. And if you go in there, even if you just stick your finger in there, you're going to get covered in shit. You're just going to get covered in human fecal matter. Disgusting. Hate it, hate it, hate it. But TikTok, I am in love with. I took a break from it because I was on it a lot. And I was like, let me take a break. Let me watch more YouTube. Get some more streaming services like my Pornhub Premium. And so I go back on like 3 days ago, I think. And, having fun again. But then I thought about the entirety of TikTok and I went on Snapchat. This story is not making any sense so far, but I went on Snapchat and I saw Addison Rae. Saw her name and I was like, okay, who the fuck is this girl? I'm seeing her name for about a year now, and I don't know what she does. Apparently she's a TikToker and she does dances, I think, and she got really popular off of it. And then I was like, why does this happen with everything? Not even every platform, just everything. There's always one girl who gets big off of one site for no reason, and not for they don't get big for a reason of talent wise. They just get big because they're hot or because they're like doing something dumb. And then it's like, she got big, and the year before that, that's when the Dr. Bad Baby, when she got big, and because she fucking Cash Me Outside because she did that, and she has like a weird pedophilic following. And then there's always somebody, and then now it's fucking Madison Beer. I don't even know what the fuck I don't even know if that's her real name, cause whose last name is Beer? I don't trust this shit. It doesn't make any fucking sense to me. It's every couple of months, a new one shows up, a new challenger arrives. They'll fight for like a couple months, maybe even a year, and they'll disappear like that. And there's probably other girls I just can't think of right now because there's been so many. And it's like I'm getting used to it now, but I still don't understand why it's happening and why talents like Vanessa Hudgens are not famous. What? Vanessa Hudgens is famous, but she's not talked about like Madison Beer is and Addison Rae and Bad Baby, all these girls who are probably underage. But anyways, Vanessa Hudgens, I discovered from following her on Instagram and, following her on Instagram, there's nothing else. I just had to say that. And being a High School Musical fan, I discovered that Vanessa Hudgens is my true crush. That's my true celebrity crush right there. Okay? I used to get clowned because it was Selena Gomez. That used to be my crush. I'll own up to it every day. Selena Gomez used to be my hashtag. We're just gonna keep saying hashtag. Something pops in my head. Hashtag whatever my name is, bae. I forgot my name. Miles Bay was Selena Gomez, but now Miles Bay is definitely Vanessa Hudgens. Because Jesus fucking Christ, this woman, maybe it's because she was in Rent and I'm a theater kid, but this fucking woman is everywhere. And she was in High School Musical, and she fucking gets me, alright? Not personally. That's weird. I don't mean she gets me. I'm not a stalker. I promise. I really promise. That sounds so weird saying that out loud. And now this podcast just got super fucking strange. Because you're probably thinking, I bet this guy kills people. And it's like, no, I don't kill people. I don't stalk people. I sit in my fucking room. I haven't left my house. I left my house once during quarantine. And that was so I can move out of college. I haven't even gone out to get food. Food has been brought to me, So I'm following the rules. Unlike a majority of our fucking city and state and society who just do not care about this damn virus. Coronavirus, the first time I'm saying it this whole episode, 34 minutes in, look at me. Coronavirus. This is now month number 5 of coronavirus, and like month 2 of quarantine. And it goes to show people cannot handle being in their houses. Which, I understand people, there are special situations where people can't be in a house because they have, abusive family members, abusive spouses, etc., etc. But, the ones that are out and are breaking quarantine are these fucking entitled ass kids who don't care about the health of others. If you want to ask me for specifics, look at Huntington Beach. Huntington Beach. Did you see it? Did you see the fucking video? I don't think you did. Look at the malls in your own cities because the malls are open and people are going to them. People are going to the mall during a fucking pandemic. And it's like, the Black Plague, I know they couldn't say, oh, stay inside and it'll be better, because it's not the fucking case. It was bad living conditions. But I feel like the people at the time were smarter. Like, at least they believed in witchcraft would stop it. These people today just don't think it's real. It's been 5 months of it and people still don't think it's real. So like, I don't know anybody who's died of it. It's like, do you know anybody that's died of AIDS? It doesn't mean it's not fucking real. Oh, man. It's weird because I was talking about this earlier with my friend, and it's like, normally in American society, in American culture, people take something and they take it way too serious. That's normal. We are normal to overreacting. Look at any big rainstorm, especially if we're talking about in the South. Any big storm that comes around, people flood the supermarkets, get their toilet paper, their bread, their milk, their eggs. They get everything for a potential 2 days of rain. We have a virus that kills people out there. That's killed, I think the numbers topped 1 million. And people are going out casually. They're going to Target without covering their faces. They're going to the mall just licking poles and shit. And the worst part, I think the worst thing is when you see like those 2 fucking parents who have kids and the parents' faces are covered but the kids aren't. And it's like, holy shit. You had the reopen rallies. It's fucking shit, I just can't wait for every state to reopen and then for the numbers to spike up again. And people go, well, how did this happen? Well, I didn't expect this to happen. I mean, I've been washing my hands. And it's like, no, you fucking idiot. Ugh. Man, I can't tell you what. I just looked in my notes for this episode, and one of the topics I have. Let me conclude on coronavirus first. Coronavirus sucks. Please, please, please follow the rules that your state is providing. If your state is saying stay inside, then stay inside unless it's absolutely necessary for you to leave, like if you're working or getting food. Otherwise, just stay inside. Really. Thank you. Be safe. James Charles is low-key kind of thick. I don't know why I wrote that down. I don't know why it's in my notes, but I have it there. And I think it's because it's true. Okay? Because, do I follow him on Instagram? I don't know if I follow him on Instagram, but I see his posts on Instagram a lot. Because a lot of people share him and all that. And James Charles, motherfucker, is a catfish. Well, I mean, not necessarily. Like, he's not doing that to catfish people. He's just expressing himself. But, situation time. You're at a club, right? Dancing. Well, hold on, kid. You're at a club doing that shit, right? You shaking your ass. Well, let's say you're a guy. You swinging your dick around. 'Cause that's what guys do at clubs. We just like lean back and just swing our dicks. You just do that, and you hope that somebody approaches you. And if not, then you do that thing where you kind of like move towards them, like, hey, come here, come over to my dick, and you do that thing. And you see James Charles walk in. But you don't see him. You see him from the back. What the fuck you gonna think? What the fuck do you think is gonna happen there? You see that and you're like, huh. Well, let me approach. So, you get closer. Dick's just swinging in the wind now. It's going crazy. You touch her. Him. Fuck. You touch him. Because you think it's her, so it's okay. But you touch him. No. Oh, boy, this is going down the fucking hill. It's not okay to touch random people. Please don't touch random people. This is an exaggeration of a joke and a story. Please don't fucking choke random people. Choke touch, poke. Oh man, what the fuck is happening? I don't know. But you approach James from the back and you're like, "Hey, James. Well, hey, you're looking kind of hot." And then he turns around and James Charles has a high pitched voice a little bit. Well, actually, no, you know that's a guy. Because if he says, "Hey, sister," then you're in a bad fucking zone. You'd be like Dwight Howard, or our idol Dwight Howard. Jesus fucking Christ. I am. I think I am losing my mind. It's partially has to do with it. I think it's because I'm not lonely. Like I've said to many people, to everyone that I've talked to, this is a normal summer for me, sitting inside doing absolutely nothing. I don't care about not being able to go out. But last summer, this time, I was in a relationship. So now I'm kind of feeling the effects of that because I'm sitting here not in a relationship, and I'm like, feeling kind of, romantically lonely out here. Anyone? At all? I'm feeling the singleness. I'm feeling it. And being single has this effect on you. It's a weird effect, but it has this effect where it just ruins your daily activities. That sometimes you'll be doing you will just be having a grand time, like, wait a minute, I'm fucking single, and then you'll stop, and your life will just break down. I don't have a problem. I'm actually like perfectly fine. I don't want people to think I'm sad inside or like going through a depressive state. I'm not. These are all mostly jokes. They're banter. That's it. Now, me saying that I do not enjoy being single is very true, but the fact is I chose to be single. Like I did the thing that left me single. I did the thing to be single. So I'm okay with it for now. I'm living with a life, but it gets spooky when you're like hitting these ages, because I'm now 18. I've been through 1 year of college, haven't met anybody. I have 3 more years of college, and then potentially 2 years of grad school. To me, that's like my only window, because I don't necessarily see myself as somebody that can meet a random person out in a boot and end up in a relationship. Like I'm just thinking, grand scheme of things. And it's like, my job that I'm envision is working in education. You're not working consistently with adults, you're working with kids. You're not working like next to an adult every fucking 5 seconds. You know? You know the words I'm saying? You don't. At all. It's okay. But it's just that grand scheme of things. And I think that's because that's like a general pressure that is put on you from like the start of your life. You're going to one day getting married, or quote unquote, you're going to one day get married and one day have kids and one day do this, and then you get close to that day and you're like, holy shit, where the fuck is it? But the best thing you can do, and this is a message to all of you, single, not single, complicated, swinger, asexual, if you fuck socks, hey, you do you. But I want it to be known that you, yeah, I'm talking to you, the one listening to this shit right now, you're fucking beautiful, alright? Hey, message of the day. Word of the day is beautiful. Why am I snapping? I don't know. Beautiful. You are beautiful, okay? Your life is beautiful. Appreciate what you have and take advantage of what you have. Not advantage in the bad way, but like, be okay with who you are and your situation. I know we're all stuck in quarantine and all of us are like, we're all hate my life, but hey, guess what? I'm not going to tell you it gets better, but I'll tell you that it's not as bad as you think. I promise. And if you're in a kind of like serious situation, you should definitely get in touch with somebody that can take care of it. Like, the suicide hotline, the domestic violence hotline, 911, anybody. Just, reach out to people. Please reach out to your peers, your friends, your acquaintances, your family members. Make sure everyone's doing okay, because it's a hard time. It's as hard as my dick, and my dick's pretty fucking hard. So just stay positive, stay toasty. Actually, don't stay toasty. It's warm outside. It's hot. So stay cool, keep it cool and collected. And I will see you guys in 2 weeks. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. I really hope you enjoyed it. And please, like I said earlier, make sure you share this podcast, or just, tell somebody about it. Tell one person about it. And I will be so fucking grateful. Thank you so much. I love you all. And I will see you. Did I just do the same fucking shit? Thank you so much. I love you all, and I will see you when I see you. Now, there's a slight problem. I forgot what my outro song is. So I'm gonna open my phone. We're gonna go to YouTube. We're gonna skip to the end of the video, and we're gonna find out what that damn song is. Okay? So let me just give me 1 second. Okay? Okay. Wait. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. I found it. So we're all good. Now we can hit the music. That's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. Oops, that's the wrong one. There we go. Jesus Christ. Anyways, let's turn that up. Now it should be coming in. But thank you guys like a lot for tuning in. It does take a lot for me to do this podcast every 2 weeks, and sometimes I don't feel motivated. But you know, when I get those few responses from you guys, when I hear those like nice words, it really means a lot. So thank you so much for keeping me sane by keeping yourself sane. What? I don't know. I love you. You're beautiful, and I'll see you in a couple weeks. Keep your head up, buddy. Ah.